Clarity Clinical Solutions.
What is a clinical trial protocol? If a clinical trial is like building a house, the protocol is the architectural blueprint. It is the detailed plan that tells everyone exactly what to do, why, and how. Welcome to Clinical Research Explained by Clarity Clinical Solutions. Every protocol includes 3 essential components. First, the objectives. What question is this trial trying to answer? Second, the design. How will the trial be structured? Is it randomized, blinded, placebo-controlled? Third, the endpoints. What measurements will prove the treatment works? These 3 elements form the backbone of the protocol. A typical protocol has around 10 major sections. It starts with background and rationale. Then objectives, study design, participant selection criteria, treatment plan, assessments, adverse event reporting, statistical plan, data management, and quality assurance. Each section must be written with enough detail that any qualified researcher anywhere in the world could run the trial exactly as intended. The level of detail is extraordinary. The protocol is not the only document in a clinical trial. There is also the investigator's brochure, which summarizes all preclinical and clinical data about the drug. The informed consent form, written for participants. The case report forms, for data collection. And the statistical analysis plan. The protocol is the master document, all others derive from it. If the protocol changes, everything else may need to change too. Let us look deeper at some essential protocol sections. The eligibility criteria define exactly who can and cannot participate. Inclusion criteria specify required characteristics like age, diagnosis, and disease stage. Exclusion criteria list factors that would make participation unsafe. The treatment plan spells out the dose, route, frequency, and duration of the study drug. And the schedule of assessments lists every test, scan, and blood draw, and when each must happen. Writing a protocol is a team effort. It typically starts with the medical writer or clinical scientist drafting the document. The draft is reviewed by clinical operations, biostatistics, data management, regulatory affairs, and safety. Legal and commercial teams may also review. A complex Phase 3 protocol can take 6 to 12 months from first draft to final approved version. The process involves many rounds of revisions before it is ready for submission to ethics committees and regulators. The protocol is usually written by the sponsor, the pharmaceutical company or research organization conducting the trial. But it must also be reviewed and approved by the principal investigator at each trial site. The investigator signs a statement agreeing to follow the protocol exactly. Regulatory authorities like the FDA review the protocol before the trial can begin. And an ethics committee or IRB reviews it to ensure participant rights and safety are protected. It takes a village. Protocols are not set in stone. During a trial, new information may emerge that requires changes. This is called a protocol amendment. Common reasons include new safety data that requires changes to monitoring, difficulty enrolling patients that leads to expanded eligibility criteria, feedback from regulators, or changes in standard of care. Major amendments must be approved by ethics committees and regulators before implementation. A typical Phase 3 trial may have 3 to 5 amendments over its lifetime. Before a trial can start, the protocol undergoes rigorous regulatory review. In the U.S., sponsors submit a protocol as part of their investigational new drug application. The FDA has 30 days to review. During this time, they may place a clinical hold, stopping the trial from starting, if they identify safety concerns, inadequate participant protections, or unclear objectives. Similar processes exist at regulatory agencies worldwide, though timelines vary by country. What makes a good protocol? Clarity. A well-written protocol leaves no room for interpretation. Feasibility. It considers real-world site capabilities and patient availability. Safety. It includes appropriate monitoring and stopping rules. Flexibility. It anticipates potential issues and includes practical solutions. A problematic protocol has vague language, unrealistic enrollment timelines, burdensome procedures for participants, or missing safety monitoring. A good protocol protects both participants and data integrity. Even with a perfect protocol, things do not always go as planned. A protocol deviation is any change or departure from the approved protocol. Minor deviations include things like a blood draw being taken outside the allowed window by a few hours. Major deviations can compromise participant safety or data integrity. All deviations must be documented and reported. Repeated or serious deviations can lead to an investigator being disqualified from running trials. This is why training and oversight are so important. To ensure consistency and quality, many organizations use protocol templates. The FDA provides a clinical trial protocol template that covers all required sections. The SPIRIT guidelines, standard protocol items for randomized trials, provide an evidence-based checklist of 33 items every protocol should include. Transcelerate Biopharma, a consortium of pharmaceutical companies, has developed a common protocol template used by many sponsors. These templates help ensure nothing important is missed. 3 things to remember about protocols. 1. The protocol is the single most important document in a clinical trial. It governs every aspect of the study. 2. Writing a good protocol is a specialized skill that takes years to develop. It requires deep knowledge of science, regulations, statistics, and operations. 3. While protocols are detailed and comprehensive, they must also be practical. The best protocols balance scientific rigor with real-world feasibility. A protocol that no site can practically implement is useless, no matter how scientifically elegant. So what is a protocol? It is the detailed plan that defines every aspect of a clinical trial, from who can participate, to what treatments they receive, to how the data is analyzed. It is the document that ensures the trial is conducted ethically, safely, and with scientific integrity. Without a protocol, clinical research would be chaos. With one, even a trial spanning 40 countries and 20,000 participants can run smoothly. Thank you for watching Clinical Research Explained by Clarity Clinical Solutions.